Okay, guys, this is part two. It's no longer Monday because I'd be doing my reading super late. I'm sorry, guys, but I got a busy day. Anywho, so it's Tuesday evening, and after midnight at 3:33 in the morning, we're going to go outside and see this amazing full moon eclipse happen. So it's our blood moon eclipse. I'm excited about that. It's a 333 portal, and just FYI, 333 is my favorite angel number. My life path number is a 3. So threes are just super magical to me. The power of 3 will set you free, right? Charm fan in the house, 90s baby. I did a part 1. Go back and watch it. I'll be nice and I'll tell you guys some of the cards that I pulled. But it's always a good idea if you go back and watch part 1 so you know what I'm talking about in part 2. I'm going to pull 1 or 2 extra decks depending on how much more information I get, and then we're going to read the tea. Okay. So ask your questions. We knock on the door to your spirit guides. We see what they need to tell you correlated to this reading. So it was definitely correlated around love and purpose and finding yourselves, evolving, growing into this new you, finding this new direction. And there was definitely a new beginning and an opportunity to start over again with the lovers in reverse, but the new beginnings and new direction card coming through. So the chemistry was there. We have the foundation. We were finding the clarity. We were both brokenhearted. We have been moving past some delays, right, and lack of communication. And then a card just flipped over when I was shuffling. We've got the 7, the Chariot. As soon as I was just talking about how there is currently this delay right now with communication, I feel like communication is coming through. You're finding the direction. And it's just a matter of determination, really making clear, decisive action on which way you're going to move forward. And it does bring in success. So I'm eager to see what direction. And I like this particular card too, because we've got 4 horses. So typically the Chariot is drawn depending on which kind of deck it is, like my original Rider-Waite deck. The chariots are drawn by different kind of creatures, but this one is drawn by 4 horses, and I like that because we're coming into this new fire horse year. And 4 just signifies for me with the chariot directions like northeast, southwest. So where are where are you headed? What direction? Where are you going towards? Greek and Roman descent could be significant here with this angel. Um, on the chariot. Anyhow. And I guess I'll just read through. Oh, we've got the Justice again. The Justice card came up for us before. So we're moving through these karmic sequences throughout our life. You're weighing out these different decisions and you're finding the law and integrity of each of them. We've got multiple 2 cards here, which really talks to me about this partnership that has yet to come into union yet. But the Justice card is a 2. And again, it's coming up for the second time because we had it for our present position card in the physical placement. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And was there another 2 card? No. So we're balancing. And oh my gosh. If you go back and watch part 1, this is why I always say go back and watch part 1. I was like, if I have the 2 of Pentacles show up, then I'm definitely going to know that this is talking about a big decision, a big choice that needs to be made here. The 2 of Pentacles is all about this choice. So you're balancing out your options. You're trying to be flexible and adapt towards them and find the harmony throughout these decisions in your life. So, and this is really ironic, but we've got 2 coins here. And one of them has a 1 on it, and one of them has a 2 on it. So it's like, do I take this path of solitude or do I go into union? This is the big choice here. Obviously, when we're talking about the Lovers in reverse. I've got to cover up some stuffs there, you know what I mean. But we've got this beginning card where you're given the option to try again, to start over, but it has to be in this new direction towards the evolutionary path of healing and growth and love, and really deciding that commitment is not the opposite of freedom. In fact, it's a whole new realm of freedom that is waiting to be discovered. So I love this for us. And then underneath all of that is the Queen of Pentacles. And this Queen of Pentacles in this particular card is being depicted as pregnant. And I had said in part one again that there's a lot of fertile energy here. And it doesn't have to necessarily mean in the physical sense of being pregnant, but obviously that could be the case for some of you guys, that this union will lead towards the growth of this new kind of love, this new kind of spiritually awakened child that's meant to come into this life to teach both of you and to teach the world really new practical, like nurturing lessons. But the Queen of Pentacles is one of this very generous and caring energy. She's always a good businesswoman. She's got a good business sense on her. But at the same time, she's like the epitome of the best kind of nurturing ruler, the best kind of understanding and sensible, comforting mother. She just is all around who you want to see at the head of the table. So this is the kind of energy that we're stepping into, which I loved because in part one, we had the High Priestess, which I said is really feeling strongly that the feminine energy was understanding the spiritual awakening more and coming into the sense of just knowing, right, their passions, their purposes, and trusting themselves in the universe. And then we had the Empress in reverse. So again, this fertile, feminine, uh, nurturing energy, but it's one of growth and evolution. And we weren't fully stepping into it since it was in the reversal. So you were feeling very overwhelmed by stepping into this kind of energy. You're being blocked by it, maybe even dependent, like codependency on others, or impatient and not able to concentrate and fully be this catering, confident, caring energy that you're meant to be. It could have stemmed from some kind of infidelity within this relation, or anxiety from other third party energies. But I love that in our future, once we finally take action to make a choice of what direction to move in towards, things start to balance out with this justice energy. We make a decision and we adapt, we become flexible, and we find the balance and harmony with this Two of Pentacles to finally step into this Queen of Pentacles energy. So this is huge for us, guys. I'll just lay those down there. Pretty huge. I don't know. It's telling me one more. I was gonna. Ten of Cups. This is the limitless potential that you guys have together. Today was not even supposed to be a love reading. I always leave Mondays and Wednesdays open to just anything, but with this magical 333 portal, it's telling you that you are worthy of this. You are worthy of love, of everything, success, abundance, prosperity. This is the ultimate happiness card. This is the ultimate family, rejoicing in harmony, emotional stability. You've stepped into knowing who you are, what your worth is, who you're meant to become, who you're meant to have by your side, and achieving this goal. I mean, come on. You're having a beautiful picnic under a rainbow. It's a nice sunny day. The Ten of Cups. This is what this new beginning has to offer you. So just a little backtrack. There's a delay on this communication, on this travel towards this rapid change. Like this rapid change wants to happen. This manifestation wants to come in as quickly as possible. But there needs to be a decision. There needs to be action taken towards this. We're building the foundation right now. I felt like somebody was healing some emotional father wounds, building their sense of security and establishing what a family really means to them, and knowing that they're worthy of it. They're worthy of love and to have a true family. And they're being given this new opportunity to try again with a new direction, to start over again towards this potential outcome, this beautiful, but excuse you, she's just throwing cards off the table. We have this potential. So come on, if this is our card for our present situation, and I was literally about to reshuffle, and then Spirit was like, no, it's this one. You have to flip over this card. So this is your potential outcome. This is the present situation at hand right now. This is the energy or obstacle that you're facing. Stop running away from pure happiness and this new beginning. Okay. Mind you, we had the chemistry card there as well. So the attraction is here. The spark, this passionate love, this hot and heavy magical fireworks is there with this person. So you should already know who I'm talking about. This is definitely something that's being reconciled. Okay. And then we've got our past. So to clarify over this High Priestess energy and the clarity card, like you were learning this clarity. You were being given these opportunities to really be vulnerable with this divine knowledge and to accept it as a knowing. You have to believe it, right? I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Look into the light, right? That's what they say. Sneezing for confirmation. Bam. 2 of Cups. Confirmation accepted. This is soulmate energy. This is twin flame energy. This is unity. This is such a close bond. This spiritual connection was instant chemistry. It was this instant spark of knowing, this intuitive knowing, wow, this is the person who I'm meant to be with. The 2 of Cups is my soulmate twin flame card. Like this is, it's to me, it's more so that than even the Lovers. This is true spiritual soul connection. So that's what you guys experienced in the past. And that's the past and the mental placement are one of the same. So whoever we're talking about, you had this connection with them in the past, 1313 on the clock as soon as I said that. So the foundation had already been concrete. That 13 boils down to a 4. 4 and 4, like the door of foundation was built, and we had the foundation card at the forefront too. It was established. So it's definitely telling me that this was a past connection. You've already met them. You guys had this experience of, wow, I'm coming into unity. I've met my soulmate. I've met my twin flame. This is the person, right, that I have this deep bond and connection with. And that clarity was there. That clarity was given with the High Priestess and the clarity card. You knew. You just had this intuitive knowing, wow, I've met them. This is them. So you can't get much better than that. But then justice hit and things, we had to deal with karmic lessons and karma coming forth made things a little turbulent. So we were battling with our choices, or it could even be a lack of indecision, right? Is just as much of a choice. Ace of Swords, right? So again, another clarity and truth card. I love this though, because the Ace of Swords means that you're finally having this triumph, this victory within finding this clarity, within accepting this and knowing it as the truth, as and ushering it in as a success. So the swords are one of a mental knowing. It's everything that's coming up for you that's being processed mentally. You know, you've been thinking about this, dwelling about this a lot, but it's the Ace of Swords. So this is our successful sword. This is you finally stepping into your power, knowing, I know I have to make a clear choice, and I know that I'm going to make the right and just, over the Justice card, just choice towards my successful union, right? Whatever this big choice is, it's one that involves attraction, this spark, this passion. That's the choice that you have to go towards. The chemistry card was right over the Justice. So I know that we were finding this balance through the cause and effect of everything that had happened, but you're finally going to have it. You're going to have this clarity. And it might hit somebody sharp. Like the sword suits, it's not always easily found clarity. Sometimes it can be sharp, it can sting, it could come through very like what's the word I'm looking for? Fast, swift, just like a sword, and it just slices through it, and you're hit with this epiphany, this, you know, it could stab you in the heart, it could poke you in the eye, however it needs to hit. This clarity is coming through as truth. Okay. Then what did we have? This is how they saw it. Okay, then we had in the immediate future the Empress, but in reverse with this beginning card. So even though the energy was blocked and somebody here was experiencing a lot of overwhelm and anxiety, and there could have been third-party energy here, the Empress in reverse could speak of infidelity. Again, third-party energy doesn't necessarily have to be somebody else intimately getting with another partner, but it could mean that a friend or a family member came in between this, that the job came in between this, outside factors, displacement, religious factors, class systems, living far apart, just this overall concentration of energy that really blocked this union. Like some kind of third-party energy and karmic relations happened because they needed to learn these lessons through other people, through other manners and ways. And unfortunately, that does lead to a lot of overwhelming indecision, right? Because it's just a lot on their plates, a lot of responsibilities. But then we're clarified with the beginning card. This epiphany is coming through for them or for you. And we're able to try again into this new direction and start over again towards the 10 of Pentacles. We've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. That is everything, you guys. That is pure emotional stability and financial foundational stability. Like, you literally have it all. This is you guys building a legacy with your family, an inheritance coming through, or finally having this foundation be concrete and committed. It's literally a higher level of commitment. I'm seeing like a family dinner. By the time winter hits again, you guys are going to have a family dinner together. Look at this beautiful family dinner with the acorns. It's giving Christmas to me, but it also could be giving Thanksgiving. So one of the major holidays, we're going to have this higher level of commitment. So I know what choice is meant to be had, but are you going to choose it? Are you going to choose what's really going to make you happy on a soul level, in your heart, what your mind already knows with that High Priestess? You could have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles with this person. What are you doing? Why are you waiting? Well, if you need to heal, heal. But hurry up. I love this. Are you kidding? That's huge, guys. Okay, then I chose a few other cards to pull. Let's just take another sip of tea. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. What else would I choose? Oh, here we go. I was asking, you're my viewer, right? So what is the other person on your mind, my viewer's mind? What is your person thinking and feeling? What I had pulled was the Nine of Pentacles and the Broken Heart card. So they were feeling like you were such a self-sufficient, independent lover, and they weren't adequate to that yet. They didn't have the strength or the compassion to see as optimistically as you, and they probably thought that they were doing a disservice to you, and they decided to stay into their suffering and to move towards this false success of just thinking on a financial matter, focusing on their career path, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but you can't neglect yourself of love and true happiness, right? Because then that's going to stifle the energy in any realm of your life. And this decision led them to feel very brokenhearted, very shattered internally, depressed and destroyed with their choice. So, what are they thinking and feeling in the outcome, the overall potential? Yeah, so unfortunately, what I had for the immediate future and the potential outcome, they were still in this delayed waiting, panicked mode. Because we had what's at hand was the Empress in reverse. So they're still blocked, they're still overwhelmed, they're still anxiety ridden. And that's making them feel this Six of Swords energy. They felt like they needed to take this journey in solitude, that they needed to move forward by distancing themselves, by leaving you behind. Or again, maybe I'm talking to you. Maybe you decide that you needed to leave your lover behind in order to move forward on this journey of self expansion and learning lessons and growing and becoming you, finding your purpose, building this foundation. And that's why this communication has been delayed and why you're not feeling, this need to move super fast with the Chariot towards this 10 of Cups, towards this 10 of Pentacles, and towards this new beginning to try again. You're still in a very stressed out position here. But what I will say is that now the water has calmed. The skies are clear. Swords, remember, swords are mental clarity. You've got the clarity card twice. You've got the justice card twice. Things are balancing themselves out. You're protective. You're divinely guided and protected. And you're starting, both parties, the soulmate twin flame connection. You guys are mirror images of each other. You're both feeling and experiencing the same things. You're just projecting it in different manners. So even though one person's running, one person's chasing, it's like the chaser is still running from themselves, vice versa, So, yeah, I like that things are calming down and the clarity is coming in about why they felt like they had to leave. Okay, and why this broken hearted situation came about. Okay. Potential outcome for the whole thing. The King of Pentacles. We had the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is huge, guys. The King and Queen. This is definitely a soulmate twin flame connection. The King is the ruler of abundance, prosperity in any and every realm. This is like 100% security and stability, right? They've learned these lessons, a foundation. They've learned how to establish this protective energy within themselves, for themselves, and now for their partner, for as a provider. for their queen. It's a very reliable energy. And it even says father here. And this particular card, this deck shows this father now with a new little baby. And remember how I said in the past, in order to grow this foundation, to become who they needed to be, they had to heal this father wound of their themselves, within themselves. And now they can step into their own King of Pentacles energy and become that protective, providing, reliable father figure. And again, even if I'm not talking about physically actually birthing a child, you're stepping into this king energy of being a provider, of growing this prosperity and abundance, and knowing that you have this foundation, this stability and security that you've created. That's huge. That's huge for this person's potential outcome. So honestly, it's really beautiful energy here coming about. Ugh, you can't get better than this. I just want to show you guys. We've got the queen and the king. Look at, she was pregnant while she was in this growth, this incubation period of nurturing herself, because she's alone in this. And then now this masculine can step up to the plate and actually be the provider and fully commit to being this protective, reliable energy for the queen, for himself, for what's being birthed into the physical realm and the energetic realms. For these lovers of the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups into this new beginning. This is like one of the best, beautiful readings that I've ever done with, are you kidding me? Because, yeah, it's, of course the lovers are not in full harmony yet because they're still on their journey towards learning all of these lessons and then finally going to accept that they want this success, this new direction, to start over again, to experience all of this together. Are you kidding? I just like to show you guys so you can see it all, and I'm not making anything up. I gotta cover some titties. The Two of Cups and the Lovers card. Soulmates, twin flames. It is what it is. On a Monday, on a Tuesday. Tuesday tea. Oh, man. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do a part 3 because 333 portal. I'm going to do it. Don't hate me. I love you. Okay. My name is Kat. This is my channel, Pure Premonitions, where we make more magic happen. Just go watch part 3. Do it for you. Do it for your lover. Do it for me. And like and share, subscribe, comment, because let me know how this resonates. I need to know. You guys need to talk to me, communicate, and then I can keep giving you guys what you need to hear. Okay, part 3 is coming with the tea. It's cold now, but it's still good.